In Chapter 8 of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, the narrative takes a somber turn as the consequences of the previous day's events begin to unfold. Nick Carraway, deeply concerned for Jay Gatsby, visits him at his mansion early in the morning. Gatsby reveals the depth of his despair and recounts his past with Daisy. He describes how their romance blossomed during the war and how Daisy promised to wait for him. However, her desire for stability led her to marry Tom Buchanan instead. Gatsby's recounting highlights the idealized vision of Daisy that he has clung to, a vision now irreparably shattered. Nick, sympathetic to Gatsby's plight, advises him to leave Long Island for his own safety, as George Wilson is likely to seek revenge for his wife Myrtle's death. However, Gatsby refuses, still holding on to the hope that Daisy will call him. This decision underscores Gatsby's tragic flaw, his unwavering belief in the possibility of reclaiming the past and the delusion that Daisy will choose him over Tom. Meanwhile, the narrative shifts to George Wilson, who is consumed by grief and driven to madness by Myrtle's death. He believes the owner of the yellow car is Myrtle's lover and is determined to exact vengeance. Wilson's desperation and moral confusion stand in stark contrast to Gatsby's romantic idealism, illustrating the varying effects of unfulfilled dreams. Nick returns to work, but his thoughts remain with Gatsby. He reflects on the moral decay and carelessness of the wealthy, epitomized by Tom and Daisy. Nick's disillusionment with the Buchanans and their ilk is palpable as he contemplates their ability to retreat into their wealth, leaving others to deal with the fallout of their actions. The chapter reaches its tragic climax when Wilson tracks down Gatsby at his mansion. Gatsby, still hopeful and waiting for Daisy's call, is swimming in his pool. Wilson shoots Gatsby, killing him instantly, and then turns the gun on himself. The violent and senseless deaths of both Gatsby and Wilson underscore the novel's themes of the American dream's corruption and the destructive consequences of obsession and illusion. Nick returns to find Gatsby's lifeless body and is overwhelmed by a sense of loss and futility. Gatsby's death marks the end of his dream and serves as a poignant critique of the American dream's hollowness. The extravagant wealth and grandiose dreams that Gatsby built his life upon ultimately amount to nothing, and his death is met with indifference from those who had benefited from his generosity. Chapter 8 serves as a powerful denouement, highlighting the tragic dimensions of Gatsby's character and the moral bankruptcy of the society he aspired to join. Nick's reflections emphasize the profound disillusionment that permeates the novel, as the ideals of love, success, and the American dream are exposed as illusory and ultimately destructive.